Hey, y'all. Welcome to Tea Time with Toni. Today, we are going to be talking about some of the luxury tidbits I wish I had known whenever I started shopping in this luxury space. So, without further ado, y'all, let's get into it. All right, for those who are new here, my name is Toni Williams. This is Toni Williams Luxury, where we cover everything from the rooter to the tooter, baby, about my experience in this luxury space, because I am what's new to this, not true to this. So if you like what you see and my personality, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and tune in every Wednesday and Saturday and share this video with your mama and them, and comment below. It really helps me out. But anyway, let me grab my little juice. Okay, let's go ahead and get right into it. Number one, y'all, I did not know that you can and you should tailor your jeans. Like, I didn't know that. I went in a Nordstrom and I saw that there were a lot of people buying jeans and getting them tailored. And I was like, that makes so much sense. So if you find the perfect jean material, but the waist isn't fitting, just go ahead and get it tailored. If the pant is too long, go ahead and get it tailored. And that's the same thing for any clothes that you buy. Like, anything mass produced is not meant specifically for your body. Go ahead and get it tailored. It really don't cost that much, but you'll look super chic and super fab after doing it. Number two, loyalty to brands, and specifically an SA or a sales associate, client advisor, whatever you want to call them at the big boutiques. Y'all, that gets you like perks. It gets you perks. So instead of like hopping around to different SAs every time you go in and you want to buy something, if you shop with the same advisor, then they will put things to the side for you that are hard to get. They will send you messages when things come in they think you might like, and they'll hit you up. Like, it's crazy. So, I mean, if you're going to be in this luxury space, loyalty really does pay off, and you might get invited to events and all kinds of other stuff. So, number three, a lot of us get that imposter syndrome, I feel like. At least I did coming into the luxury space. And so I felt like I needed to research and know everything about the brand so I looked like I belonged. But you don't need to know everything or be a brand expert. Like, even your client and sales associates and the people that work for those companies aren't all experts, nor do they know everything. And they don't really expect you to, nor do they necessarily care. They just care if you're going to spend the money. So, like, you don't need to know everything. You don't need to act like you know everything. Number four, designer brands, especially in shoes, all fit different because they have like Italian sizing, they have French sizing, they have like UK sizing, and they're all not the same. So you kind of have to know per brand what size you wear in that brand's shoe. And typically, like if you're in the US and you just wear normal contemporary shoes, by that I mean Nikes, Adidas, stuff like that. Typically, designer shoes are a half size to a full size larger, i.e. I wear a 10 in normal shoes, but in designer shoes, I wear an 11. Go figure. Also, these shoes are made for narrow feet, which works for me because I have narrow feet. But if you have a wider foot, then you'll probably want to go up a full size. Number five, most brands have like major sales like 2 to 3 times a year, especially department stores, because they have to get the out of season items out or last season's items out. So they try and sell them at a big discount. So keep your eye out for those. So if there's something that you really wanted, but you didn't have the funds and you know it's going to be a timeless staple for you, just hold out. You'll be able to get it for a steeper discount. The only caveat to that is that normally like Hermes and Chanel, those are private events you have to be invited to. But like Versace, Givenchy, Fendi, all of them, they go on sale. Like typically within 6 months to a year. Number six, a lot of the high-end boutiques don't give you a refund. They only give you a store credit. So before you go in there thinking you're going to purchase something, and if you don't like it, you're going to bring it back and get your coins back, you might want to ask and verify, because I know, like, if you buy in store from Hermes, they give you a store credit. They don't give you your money back if you bring something back. If you buy online at their website, then you can get a full refund. Same thing for Bottega Veneta. If you buy in store, like an actual boutique, you get a store credit. You buy online, you can get a refund. It's different though whenever you buy it from a department store. So if you buy from a boutique within a department store, I believe it's different and you could probably return it. But don't quote me on that. But you should always ask. But I didn't know that. Number 7, these boutiques and these essays can see your profile and your full purchase history. If you purchased at a boutique from anywhere, like in the US or whatever your geographical area is, so if you're in Europe, your Europe profile and stuff like that, just by putting your name and your phone number in, they can look it up and see like where you purchased from, when you purchased, and what you purchased. And a lot of times they will use that to kind of determine your treatment and what you have access to. Do with that what you will, because it kind of goes back to my number 2, that loyalty gets you a lot of places with brands and essays. This also could mean that they'll try and poach you if you have a really good purchase history. Number 8, most brands have spa services. So you should ask, but the really big names typically have spa services for like your leather goods and like bags and items such as that. Like Hermes, Chanel, they have spa services. So if you buy a bag, let's say secondhand, and it hasn't been touched, big thing, it can't be repainted by somebody else. It hasn't been touched. You can normally take it in to get it spa'd and for a fee, and then they'll bring it back. And the same thing kind of goes for some brands and their jewelry and some brands and their clothing. So you can call and ask the boutiques, or you can look online and get the 1-800 number and call and ask those brands if they provide those type of services. So that's something to keep in mind, whether you buy from the brand or if you buy secondhand, because it adds to the value of why you would rather purchase luxury over contemporary, where they don't do that. Number 9, many of the sales associates have worked multiple brands throughout their career, like their career luxury sales associates. So they are really good at spotting like jewelry, clothes, shoes from other luxury houses besides the one that they work at. So yeah, if you're sporting counterfeit, they could probably pick it out, but they won't say anything. Or if you're sporting a lot of other luxury brands that you think are low key, they might be able to pick that out. And again, that could affect how they treat you, because they might see you as a payout essentially, or as a customer that is more inclined to buy higher end things because you're used to those things. And number 10, like I just alluded to, because they have those, a lot of essays are very aware and they can spot fakes and counterfeits, but they won't say anything because they're not allowed to say anything, nor will they confirm or deny. So if you do buy something and you're trying to figure out if it's real or not, you can't just ask your essay, because they're not going to confirm or deny it. There are other tips and tricks to do that, which we can cover at a later video, but they won't say anything, but they might be able to spot it. Number 11, if you're a person that likes to buy things and you think like, oh, I'll just resell it later because it's a luxury item, just keep in mind that shoes and clothes do not resell well. And certain brands, depending on if they're in the trending cycle or not, might not sell well or might not resell well. So when you're buying clothes and shoes, you might want to make sure that that's something that's going to be a staple in your closet and you're going to keep around for a while, if you just don't have money to blow like that. Because you can buy some shoes for $1,400, and even if you sell it to a consignment shop, you might make 50 or like $200 off of it. So keep that in mind. So yeah, guys, those are the 11 things that I wish I knew whenever I first started into this luxury space, because it kind of would have helped guide me on like how to approach things systematically. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you have any additional like tips and tricks that you have learned along your luxury path or that somebody has shared with you, so that we can provide it to the greater masses. Don't forget to like and to comment and to share this video with your mama and them, and hit that notification bell. But until next time, guys,